They have their Palestinian Solidarity Coalition. Yesterday, like the day before, they were joined by more professors. And now, after 100 arrests yesterday, and there was a walkout at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, Lawerance, what are you experiencing there, and what are the people that are eating at the restaurant? What do they say about all this?
Let's go talk to him, Ainsley, because Brian noted that you had at NYU those professors performing a shield around the students. So let's talk with some of the young people being impacted by this. You got a young Republican here. When you see these young people on college campuses standing with Hamas, saying that they're really pro-Palestinian, chanting death to America from the river to the sea, what runs through your head?
It's just unimaginable that they can just stand there, chant on American soil, death to America. They argue, freedom of speech. But then when you're chanting death to America, the very country that provides you that freedom of speech, are you throwing out your First Amendment right at that point? It's very frustrating to see a lot of people that are going to these college campuses that are trying to get an education and have their schools shut down by people that are just radical Marxists that are taking control of whatever protest that people might have because they might have families on either side of the conflict, but have it completely hijacked by these radicals and being, I would want my money back. We were talking earlier today. We would want our money back if I was a student going to these college campuses. So it's very unfortunate seeing that happen. And I hope that, teachers would actually go back to teaching the students rather than trying to train them to become, radical rebels that are trying to overthrow just systems that are in place.
Thank you so much, sir. I want to talk to this young lady right here because she made the point, and I think it's so valid. Biden doesn't know who to please here. So tell me about this. You got these young people on the college campuses. They made it very clear where they stand on the issue. You got some of the voters that are voting uncommitted because of where Biden stands on this issue. You were telling me he can't please any group.
Really, he can't. He's not left enough to resonate with the left, and he's certainly not right enough to resonate with the right. I mean, people on the left, it was my understanding that there was at least some type of attempt to separate Hamas from the rest of the pro-Palestinian protesters, but now they're, like you said, in the crowds themselves chanting that they are Hamas. So if President Biden continues to support Israel in a diplomatic and military way, well, he's not going to be able to get their vote. They've made that clear. They're shutting down college campuses over this. Of course, it's going to be an important issue to them. On the right, the fiscal issues are obviously very important. If people vote with their wallets, they're going to be voting based on current inflation rates. Young people 18 to 29, I think it's like almost half of them are still living with their parents. They can't move out. Interest prices, rent prices, all tripling together down on them, combined with grocery prices. I mean, nobody's going to be happy going to the polls in November. I think it's going to affect everybody.
Such a great insight. Thank you so much. And guys, just bringing it back home right here. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to change your position, not stand with our most trusted ally, just for the uncommitted voters? I guess we'll see. Wisconsin is definitely going to be one of the battleground states here. You should come by, brunch it up. We'll have a good time. And I want to hear from you.
I love the name of that, Brunch It Up. That sounds fun.
Brunch it up.
Brunch it up.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of things. You're wondering, you might be winning over people that are anti-establishment, anti-Israeli, anti-American. But the question is, who are you alienating when you do that? So it leads you to one conclusion: just do the right thing.
Yeah,
just do the right thing.
How about that?
And go
that
to sleep.
That should be your mantra every day.
Right, but just instead of like, you know what do the stats say? 38% of Democrats are now pro-Israeli. So it's overwhelming. But what's the right thing to do? And maybe we should tell the story on why those 38%, why these 62% are wrong.
And all of the moral vacillations from Democrats over the past couple of years led to the situation we're in anyway. So it like you say, if you just sort of do the